In this video, I'll be discussing system of particles in gravitation. Right. So, let us assume, let's take one example. There are so many particles. So, before example, let me tell you what I'm talking about. Suppose that there are random particles like this. So many particles are there. Let's say have mass m1, m2, m3, m4, m5, m6, 7, m8, m9 and so on. So now every individual particle will face the force, gravitational force, because of the other particle. So let me draw it. Suppose this mass m2 is having certain amount of force. Line of action of force is like this. Let's say this is F12. Suppose this is the particle. So as this is attraction force, so obviously direction will not be like this. Direction will be towards this particle. So this is F12. This is F17. This is F14. Vector F14, vector F12. Similarly, this is vector F13. So if I ask the net force, and obviously other particles are also there. So net force on particle 1 will be vector sum of all the forces. So F12, F17 plus F13 plus F14 and so on, the other remaining one. So what I'm trying to signify, in order to find the resultant, you need to find the vector sum. Okay, so let's apply in a question. Suppose that there are 4 particles and they are separated by a distance a. Okay, like they are in the form of shape of square, and the side of a square is, we can assume, a, and 4 particles m, m, m and m, and all are equidistant except 1 and 3. Let's say this is particle 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1 and 2 and 4 are like some distance apart, which can also be written as under root 2a, because this is a, this is a, so this is root 2a, and obviously this one is also root 2a. Now my question is here, let's say this is particle number 3, this is particle number 2, this is particle number 1 and 4. So find out the net force on particle 1. So when I'm talking about net force, this is the gravitational force, right? So clearly if you draw the FBD, then particle number 1 will have one force in this direction, which is due to 2. So let's say F12. There is another force which is in direction of, because of 4, so which is F14. And of course there is another force which is F13. Now we can write down the magnitudes. So F14 is equal to G m into m upon a square. F12 G m m upon a square, and obviously F13 G m m upon a root 2 whole square. So this is going to be G m square upon a square, G m square upon a square, and this is G m square upon 2a square. Now the resultant will be, so of course we know that F14 and F12 are perpendicular to each other. So resultant of these two forces can be directly achieved. How it will be achieved? It can be achieved F resultant dash, I am assuming, which will be F12 square plus F14 square. So this is G m square upon a square plus g m square upon a square. This is going to be under root of 2g m square upon a square, which is under root g. So I forgot to square also, there is a square, so here it will be equal to under root of, so this is simply twice of g square m4 upon a4. If you take the square root, this will be g m square upon a square simply. So this is going to be the f resultant dash. So I can write now this particle, this direction will be of course like this, f resultant dash, and of course we have another force which was f13. So now clearly f resultant is going to be, which is the final one, so that would be f resultant will be is equal to, so mod I can calculate simply, that is under root of f, so I don't need under root because now they are in the same direction, so we can directly add up them. So f resultant dash plus f13, and then we can directly add the mods. So this will be how much, gm root 2 gm square upon a square plus 1 upon 2 gm square upon a square. So gm square upon a square is common, 1 upon 2 plus root 2 is the net force on the particle 1. Clear? So I hope so that you are pretty clear in this question. Yeah. Okay, so that's how we apply the gravitational force in such type of questions. Okay, for energy there is no such type of problem. If we wanted to talk about the energy, okay, let us take one further example which I wanted to convey in the same example, that if I am talking about the energy of the particle, energy of the system. So I am saying that what is the potential energy of the system of particles. So understand, force was vector quantity, but energy is a scalar one. So if energy is a scalar quantity, that means energy can be directly add up. So that means we can say U system is the summation of all potential energy, summation of all potential energies. That means we have to consider all particles if you wanted to talk about a system. So obviously 1 and 2, so U12 plus U13 plus U14 plus for this particle number 2 U21 plus U23 plus U24 plus U31 plus U34 plus U32 plus U41 plus U42 plus U43. So this is the total energy. No, this is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because you already considered here U14, so obviously you don't need to write U41 again, because in vector quantity this can be a different thing, like F is equal F12 is equal to minus F21, but here this is same because it's a scalar quantity, so you already have taken this combination. Talking about U41 we have already taken, So now if you have taken u21 here, but you already have taken u12, that means this is not needed, correct? So this is not needed again. Now if you talk about u23, then u32 is not needed then, because both are going to be same. So if you talk about u34, then u43 is not needed. Similarly, if you talk about u24, then u42 is also not needed, correct? So if you talk about u13, then u31 is also not needed, correct? So now you are only left out with u12 plus u13 plus u14 plus u23 plus u24 plus u34 plus nothing. So this is the total which we are left out, and then obviously we can write u12. u12 is minus gmm upon a square, because the not a square, because in potential energy there will not be the term of a square, only a, correct? So now talking about u13, so 13 distance is root 2a, so minus gmm upon root 2a. Further for 14, minus gmm upon a. Now talking about 23, minus gmm upon a. If you talk about 24, so this time this will be minus gmm upon root 2a, correct? And the one which is left out, which one is 34, so this is minus gmm upon a. So now you can add up these energies directly without any problem. So this is going to be, so how many? Minus gm upon a, minus gm upon a, minus gm upon a, and minus gm upon a. So this is u system is equal to minus 4 gmm upon a, and obviously minus 2 gmm upon root 2a. So this is going to be minus gm square upon a. This is common, this is 4, this is cancelled out, so this 2 by root 2 will become 2 root 2. So this is going to be the value of u system. So I believe that you learned how to write the energies, so how to find out a energy of a system, correct? So practice these questions more. These are pretty straightforward and simple questions which can be asked, right, in the NEET exam easily. Okay.